mena mase na me mamu nyina kwa ba ne ayo Odiyifo bosom de toso aduonu watwe on fempeno ene aduonu no muni ene fiada ne da twato ewo ada Odiyifo bosom no eye February bosom no sama hodo en sa kan no pay ene ajibre na da ji atena se so talent microphone asem kan se skebia wo hia bia na bra no mo obi na afa kwa wadwuma so ya nkran so ya ekuo oba wo metumi ama obi mantem ni nyina no ewo ho Atina kese no ewo Nkrumah ntem mu Kwame Nkrumah circle adabra ka dance bus stop ono ma obehu talent microphone since unu elsifam into fire no apepa ho na eso ko anim na bibia na tumi akonkai
KFM Musical Center and so eton instrument bi ase ye combo guitar microphone speaker nini ano de ni HMO KFM Musical Center no pay a ubenye bi ho ne bo no so de da fombo ko edma wo ma so ekese no ewo Accra eye Zongole ne ho ana obetimi enya instrument bi a wo pe edi guduma
dada ba take up 7 can say phone so bi a pe ho aka de bi a pe phone bi a to na ha wa person se bi a ba je ne papa ewo dada ba take up we ho kira kwan ewo Nkrumah Kaneshi ebentakwa station che ho no ma ho na dada ba take up ewo bomode na bra na nya ope bi a betumi abefa dwumeko adaroma ena no pe yatena se yede nsem no de be som so no pabre mu aka kase ne bedu makotin bi ne Ghana man pene His Excellency John Dramani Mama de ato se wono mu ayi match bosom de to so miensa ene ne nan se national dialogue on economic no wono mo kotena se na wono matumi ebobo
Endo adama mpeni eye ni so na wodi betu dwa no ade a wodi sembi abetu dwa efa fake eye rules no anope bedomo esuko ade amamo
na mampeni ejina bedwemu eno ade o mra shebedwe fie wodi ne samade tu dwa no ena wo kire mu se wo baaye no wo beto eye $46,000 143 million Ghana cedis ewo my Ghana yensika futuo mu
yadum be kwa ni jedi ensem soso osu castle no mampeni etwem se yade a wo mbesiesie ni ye papa ama na bo edwuma ewo man emu
awosan sabede do na aka ho edi hwe na edi tie na no pe na osu castle ho no na me ka se ene ye the 77th anniversary obeka ya crossfiring Ghana for abambofo ana wono kwa abrofo no nchen se omo kosere omo kono no mo nkete tu omo nkete jan omo nsapan omo kompona omo nsegu omo chi na abrofo isani tuo edi gu omo so ene na me no ka se no wono mo ya amane na amamene aka omo se omo mfinhia eduoson eson womo na from the heroes no until the 77th anniversary anope ya 9 am jumede no koso ewo castle ebedi ekire na ne be piem bia so yefa nka me ahwefo etiefo ne Ghana de hye nyina nsam dodo na aka we ho anope ajibre na adaje de be som Odiyifo ya cha still igbe krache fialengo 1 ene edi ameje so anope imene
Maame esi Nkrumah ye gina we sna twa ho sima ba ye ba nsem no ye be hye ase edi amamo
Table say my enda say na jebre na da je na nsem na ntumi sha say mfa mamo na nrade say na ya mam na ye di bo man Ghana ankro de okromie no constitution e kire no man pe ba ese wokọ ayem na shebedwe fie na wode o man Ghana ye mbobre ene o man ne tibia no wode kwotudwa na Ghana de hye nyina na ntumi ho ene nam so ma Ghana man pe ni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama nra akoko pie mu ewo mra shebedwe fie wode nsema wodododo na no ene de ekokoto udwa ene wo kire mu se wo be hwe ye humasuansem mu a wo be ye niam do de free SHS no wo be tretre na taban mu ma Nkrumah schools ahodro ye private schools no wo metumi enyamu chefa sanso na school feeding program no wo be hye mu kina ne nyina ekire no wo be hwe ma entoto ahodre eye free sanitary pad no eno so be sha asanyame adoma fiti adware ko okan match inti match no eye fiti o kina ekwa na ese free sanitary pad no wono mo ebe cheche na bibia na etumi akọ enkan ene nsem no wode dodo na na retu dwa chem se nkokon keten no nso no wo be pa wontoma na etumi akonka na nanu si yape ena eye dom kese ba no de ni onmonyamfo Mahama yarga gina paso ena o se aha we ni ehwehwe no we ena Ghana for twen no we ena Ghana for ni da so no resetting rebuilding eni nyina no John Dramani Mahama His Excellency
It's obvious that they left this economy in a miserable state. And the attire that they adorn today says it all. Mr. Speaker, our elders have cautioned that you don't leave your crown in the hands of a hyena as a caretaker when you are traveling. Don't be surprised when you come back and the carcasses of all your livestock are gone. Mr. Speaker, what has happened to our economy and our country and the presentation that has been made says it all. It is sad, it is unfortunate. But His Excellency the President has brought us hope. Hope for the youth of this country. Hope for the women. Hope for the Okada drivers. Hope for the private sector. Hope for students. And hope for ordinary Ghanaians who did everything to bring him to office with such an overwhelming number. Mr. Speaker, we have no doubt that everything outlined here gives hope. And this House will support His Excellency to deliver on his commitment. But more importantly, this House will support His Excellency to deliver on the promise of accountability. Those who so damage our economy must be held accountable.
Ebusia for year 27 so Eddie Amamwa Igusua Ewandrada a State of the Nation's address Mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Edbetuja MOBBia ETB. Nekobane say Endra woman State of the Nation's address no dom kesia womu ewo mashebedwafie na womu ehye fita ana dom kuma no so womu ina ehye tuntum na no ana mashebedwane a wo de ema dishe ya womu ewo gushegu abaton peso so onmonyamfo Alhas Santampuli de abetudwa woche mu nenti anadom kuma no womo ehye tuntum ewo mrahye bedwafie eho womo twem se ne eti ana womo hye tuntum ni nya ne se enche bia ana mampani his excellency John Dramani Mahama eye aban edwumayefo a eye aban atwem no ye mampani dada nana adudan kwekufado employer mu ina eye mampani John Dramani Mahama abesa ke mu ina akogufie no eno ana womo twem se womo gina asaade ne so ana womo ina womo di hye tuntum ebepie mu ewo dwumedie nase a eye mampani ni state of the nation's address no womo di sa tuntumi ebepie mu eho womo twem se eye ade a aha mu ye papa womo hwe nim se mampani John Dramani Mahama ebetimi aye bibi ede afon nunti black a womo hye no enye bibia se saade na esi ye no enunti ana womo ina womo hye tuntum ebepie mu ewo dwumedie no ase
na enra de ebra mampani de ne nsamade to dwawie ye no na wo hwe standing orders ewo mrahye beje fie na ese edom kuma ba no deni ena afi eye edom kese ba no deni no mo kire mo adwen na wonom etumi gina so mo to eye mrahye bedwa asetena no wo mo etudi hye eye na de kye no enam so me ne de ena mo to da no ede hye ya no pe no ndu ena mrahye bedwa fo no be kwakwa chie mu bi na ebra edom kuma ba no deni efutu mrahye bedwa ni onimonyamfo Alexander Afenyo Marking original ne na so ena wo chem se mampeni wo hyebo se wo ba wasoafo no obeyi kitwa mo udi ose ayoyo na mo no ena so wo yi asoafo kitwa ne ntino presidential staffers ne de we ni se bebre ena faga na fo ni so ni nyina nso eyo man ni sika ena de kwakwa tuatwa omuka Alexander Afenyo Marking ama ne nsama nso wono ma wo se mampeni udi dun so aba enu akire wo hyebo se affirmative action bill no a wo be ye no be hwe na emma no ayere so ha mu chichimu aduasa 30% de o de beba na emo no 1% kura no enya ade a wono mo etumi enya bi ne krakra mo se wona mo nkran bonten so wona mo street no so wona mo Ghana ba bia no mo kan se Mahama ba ko termination bebre na Ghana fo edin sabeto dwa na ebra onimonyamfo Alexander Afenyo Marking ejina abetwemu na wode ne sabeto dwa na hyebedwe fie no enkyere mu ene ne nsam kan ye eni.
You notably said, quote, Mr. Speaker, the meat is now down to the bones. This was on the occasion of your address to Parliament. And you said that the meat is now down to the bones. This was at a time, Mr. President, that you were President of Ghana. And you had served as chair of the economic management team of your own government. Yet, when you came to this house, you lamented on the same state of the economy that you had presided and re-echoed the point that we are left with just the bones. Mr. Speaker, the President again says that he has delivered less ministers. But it is clear that his strategy is, if less, more divide. You have appointed few ministers, but more and more and more presidential staffers and more committees.
Adeshimamba yeto ansem ne so ede amamodia endrada mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wodi ni State of the Nation's address wodi to dwa emobibia etibi no wie ya na dom kuma no ba no deni onmunyafo Alexander Afenyo Marking so ebekasa wo chi mu se eye mampeni John Dramani Mahama ni nsem bebe ba wodi betu dwa ni we fi se woni campaign ahodom wo che mu se Ghana sisi ade rising youth unemployment no ade ados ye papa wo my Ghana na sisi a wo betena so se mampeni wo my Ghana ni 120 days ni mpo wonya entwa mu kotampo na wo betwa mu efa a sisi ano youth dodo na ana wapam mu efi adwuma ma wo mo abetena fi o che se sa de we ade bia entwa sisi a wo my Ghana Mbebunu a womuni ejuma ye 2.2 million youth mbebunu ana womu enye ejuma wo my Ghana ha wochem se eno ade bia entwa ye kwan same way dom kuma no ba no deni onmunyafo Alexander Afenyoma Kings ana wodi etudwa.
He has today told us that we have 2.2 million Ghanaians unemployed. But what he has forgotten, that in his administration, in less than 100 days, all we know is sack them, dismiss her. Mr. Speaker, on the streets of Accra today, the youth of the country are saying that Mahama Baku termination bebre.
NTNS termination bebre ayon wonyam for Alexander Afenyoma Kings na wadin sametu jana na de mampeni John Dramani Mahama ejina bedwemu ana wodin sametu jaba akon kan se betumi aboa ewo man Ghana yesika sem eno man na betumi afa ne ntoma pa ede efra ne ntino ya ade a wate ekuo wapa bedweku a wono mkotena ase no madwe oman no ho ewo yensika sem mu se ne betumi aboa ma bibia betumi akon kan e kan se economic dialogue no eno chem se nyame atom a eye obenem bosome da to so miensa ene enan eye 3rd and 4th March empo ansa na ebedi eye Independent Day eye 7th March no womo ka kwatena ase no ma to adwen na wono aboa kwan ne akwanyasa niam ahodo a omani di go akwan ma bebo ma yensika semetumi agina brane na oman no afa ne ntuma pa elefra na Abraham Penny His Excellency John Dramani Mahama bole bambo edi hye ede ne nsamade to dwa no ne nkire mode maye eni.
And our people are suffering unprecedented hardships. Mr. Speaker, we will host a national economic dialogue on March 3rd and 4th. On March 11th, the Minister of Finance, on my behalf, will present the budget estimates for the financial year 2025 to this August House. These two events will allow us to present the real state of Ghana's economic crisis to the people. Mr. Speaker, it is not my style to lament and shift blame when confronted with challenges.
Yet one semne so edi amamu amampeni John Dramani Mahama asan edi atudwa woche mu se eye aban dada etwemiche NPP amenu kono wo mu bae no mu chem se won hwehwe mu mu chem se akwan bebre na wo mu ana wo mu yeye wo my Ghana ha ye fa credit ni nia fa mo so mo ya ade ye papa etimi etwa kwan dodo na wo my Ghana na no ana mampeni John Dramani Mahama abekasa afasa asem na wo chem se nukra bia enim se NPP amenu ko wo mu ana kwan bebre na wo mo ye edema wo my Ghana wo chem se mra wo no ebaye no ade akwan bebre na kwa Nkrumah interchange ebedi adanse se wo baye no ade a wo bo ne homode akwan bebre na wo my Ghana no ti NPP amenu ko nsem a wo mo eka no nokra bia eni sansem ni mo nsem we mampeni John Dramani Mahama ana wodi tudwa.
Mr. Speaker, our road network is the cornerstone of our nation's infrastructure, facilitating over 90% of the transportation of goods and services across this country. This vital network is critical in supporting agricultural growth by linking farmers to markets, lowering transportation costs, and ensuring quicker access to essential supplies and services. The resulting interconnected benefits foster a vibrant economy and enhance the livelihood of countless of our citizens. Mr. Speaker, while the previous government has made lofty claims about achieving unprecedented milestones in the road sector, available evidence does not support its assertion that it constructed over 13,000 kilometers of new roads. Instead, it has perpetuated a narrative that presents road maintenance and rehabilitation efforts as new construction projects.
And see, William Penny, His Excellency John Dramani Maame, not in some year to Jana. Yet, so, and the State of the Nation address of Nashimaji Fia. Now, over Kaya, one film pino and a Dunai, Abraham Yuquaho in an honorable born to ano. Now will be a one, and you might the pa, and you want our Mudijina Paso, now one more Ediomo campaign. Now, Bakwan, war the National Democratic Congress, and this Yamanyo Kono Sabreno, and one no more at the Abenuano, ano, one Jono Bakoye, or the Asempa Nabo, 24-hour economy, and Yenra, Niama Echo Swam, I show you your pa. Abraham Penny, His Excellency John Dramani Maame, Ede Ninsamina Baby Yeno, Sabrena, Edom Cassiano, Mushefufu, and almost original Monanso. And now I'm page and you may any award, Asempa Nabu, 24-hour economy one year, one more toya, coincidentally, and I don't come on so sorry, and also any years, I'm what you know by any say, any remix. This is the remix appears in the mist. And also, or the doom so Nabu, or the doom so Nabu. Mahama di dun so na bo enti yenkom na hye fie na yenkom kotie ebra edom kuma no na wono sorry china omna so na 24-hour economy ndc for nyum na wo eye ne remis or the doom so aba.
Enunti endrada eyenwumwe anadom kuma enedom kese no womoto ye emra mampeni John Dramani Mahama edini State of the Nations address no wode ba ewiye ewo hosa yeto ansem ne so ede amamodi emra wode ne kasa ebe ewiye no anadom kuma a womo ewo mahye bedwafie enso abekasa womo twem se State of the Nations address amampeni John Dramani Mahama ede ebetu dwa no twem se enye no ana obekasa because ensem a wode etu dwa wochem se Ghana sesia ye tibia ye wom no ade emu ye din ye papa no dom kuma no echem se no kwabia enime se wo hwe ma pani John Dramani Mahama ono ankasa ne ho a na wo bekasa se Ghana ye state na na se senia oman ne tie no emu ayede no eno ana omu twem se entisa akwa no ti wo mu de wo mu nyi ntum se eye kasa ana se State of the Nations address would betu dwa no eye no ankasa ana obekenkan ede chom no in some way eye dom kuma a wo mo ewo mahye bedwafie ana wo mo de etu dwa.
Insecurity, mass termination, mass violations of human rights, and misapplication and breaching of our own constitution, which is the 1992 Constitution of Ghana. If you have been realizing what is going on in our country today, even public servants and civil servants who have what it takes to also access public facilities as enshrined in our constitutions are being sacked. But our president, presenting his statement, made it clear that he is in this position to make sure that equality and equitability prevailed. But what we are seeing in our country today is never true. It's the opposite. Clearly, the world went through one of the most unfortunate economic crises. You realize that the global economy grew negative 3.3. Inflationary rate post-COVID was over 200%. And that was the period that our economy actually went through very turbulent times and crisis. So we are
additional banting same way and on for Alexander Afenyo Markins editu Dwamra Mampeni John Draman Mahama Edene Kasa Ebewi no ye gina same way so na ye twa ye ho akogya aboa from krato abaye ba ye beto ansem ne so edi amount.
Are you a musician, church, band, school, or an audio engineer looking for professional audio equipment for your work? Don't worry. KFM Music Center has all the equipment and instruments you need. We have from drums, keyboards, combos, guitars, microphones, PA systems, brass instruments, studio equipment, lighting systems, among others. We import all kinds of electronics and musical instruments from top brands such as American GLS, Behringer, Sabian, Yoga, M Audio, Nutric, Tama, among others. You can locate KFM Music Center at Zongo Lane between the Benjilo Building and the Children's Hospital. You can contact us on the numbers displayed on your screen. KFM Music Center, where quality costs less.
Maame na sana me ka sana paka se na da so ye to aso na ye nto ansem so na enko ense foforo mu onim se one more press mensin krachi ahodro a one more de omudi ma beto dwa no wo mehwe no meti abo ama mensin ahodro no etumi afa ne to apade fa ne no mu na de hia one mo ewo se kira fan prince no ewo drobon so one mo ka se wo mjo se edin a one more toto wo ano yi wie ye wo mo ye vetting wo mo district ahodro any municipalities ahodro no baye no edimi ensan na wo de omunimu se wo di fi honomo drobonso de bankran National Democratic Congress NDC wo headquarters na wo se na nso mo to ha no mo rewre mu a no mo se edin bi apie mu owura Linus Njonola wo se edin na nya drobonso din a we edin we de Linus pa Njonola there bi one is who want to say a dino, no, Eddie Muntintima, and also Munya ready. So, one move a cock for Bidia Shamo so will be a 1 year or this year our own fish at fan prince, won't feed Robon, Son and Patemo. Now won't Nemo, how near money or move Fimuno. What about for my 2 March and it was a and one may a mention catch a penny. One chance and idea one more penny so near be and I'm so Emma Nade, one more friends and Trevor and Shemona, Ora, Shadrach Boache. One energy na drobon so any adisia one more such a fan place and nemo and no more makosami at the etu jazz and penny for say over so can was some actually trading and pabasa yadoma okegu and from him or Shadrach watching some or the 2 journey
organizer I was such a fan place na the chairman former chairman kind of the kakra to so we the ready and I'm a day to Ewura Johnson Asiedu Nkatia ne John Mahama and a position abeto say DC nsensem no ye wo amanfo o ma head abre party ni man kasa yi o ma head e ka bre pan o ma head abre yi nti ye de esrew adesrede ana ye de etum anim say sede ebisi wa agogo sede ebisi wo adwira agogo eye MPP na atras
enti we ye ora Shadrack Boache na ode sansam ye de to jana no eche na ade hie bi no a wonom so wo mo bansantwefo adwumadi na se na wonche se wo hwe wo na ahye badwani sese ya eye hajia Nasira Afra Jechia na afi wo mo chairman eye ora Abubakar Isa Hakua wo mo nya ya ade hye wonom afi eye Dawia no eben drobon so ne mpatemu enti wo mo de wo mo ya ade hye wo mo ni mo nti no wo mo kofa mensin krache de aba no wo mo pe ode hye wo fi asase no so ade hye bi nso ensama wo mu edijija KFM kasa ani
katieti nyina ne se emra ye to ba 2024 no e ba se obi afa ne people se da ko DC yi no enipa dom ko yi ni nyinara 30 fada ene ko bagita wia mo sisa mponsa da na bo ama enipa dom ko yi ni nyina nyina din firim yan kwate a boy bi ye frɛ no Lanos ba se ye kwa ko yi nipa miensa no a sa Lanos no idi ka ho eno na ye ntiase wo anoma bi mu se wono nko a campaign wa ama
ebusuafo ye gina sansem we so na ye twa ye ho abaye ba ye de eye edwade nsem ebeto aso ama Yademo Elko Edwade Semudi Amampeni, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Eddie Abetudra Wochem says, Siade, a Ejuma Rura project no Babe Shemukina ye papa was sign Eddie Abo my Ghana, Wochem say, and no Aya Debia Ebeboa, Amambegno Dudona, it me any Juma aye ewo my Ghana, way or the Tuja, Ewendra, any sona, what the two Ghana for in and no chair say, Ejuma Rura project no Aya dear Dana Kuma Suye papa, Wabeshe, Amambegno Dona etime enye adwuma aye ewo man emu.
Job creation is one of our main pillars, and it was one of the major promises we made to the youth of Ghana. To help actualize this promise, we're going to roll out what we call the Ejuma Rura program. This initiative will create, track, and mentor young businesses annually with a special focus on our youth. For the first phase, the top 2,000 implementable business proposals will be supported with business development training, mentorship, access to startup capital, marketing, and networking to operationalize their innovations and business ideas. We will also launch our flagship National Apprenticeship Program to equip at least 10,000 young people in the informal sector with employable skills, including providing apprenticeship fees and startup kits when they have completed. The Youth Development and the Interior Ministries will facilitate the training of our young people in the Okada business in areas such as road safety regulations, financial literacy, and digital skills, as well as facilitating the acquisition of motorbikes. We will introduce electric motorcycles on a high purchase scheme to eliminate the use of petrol and make their business.
na mampeni John Dramani Mahama mane nsam na nso ho wachem se wo baaye no Ghana yen futuo yen sika aboso no wo faaye na obiem no na aka $64,000 $143 million Ghana cedis eni sika mampeni dada His Excellency Nana Danko Kufuor ne Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia mujaye enti ama memu no anhwa ne bu no ebe something which is the pa wo kire mu se ni nyire eche no eka hodro a wono magbogbo mo wode ato wono no waso ko domestic ye debt kora na eka twetwodo 280 billion Ghana cedis eni eka da ho ne eka hodro aka John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, in Chilemodemayeni.
Mr. Speaker, as I stated earlier, Article 67 of the 1992 Constitution requires that I give an account of the state of our nation to Parliament. I'm sad to report that the state of our nation is not good. Our economy is in crisis, and our people are suffering unprecedented hardships in our nation's history. And I'm referring to the domestic debt exchange program. This is in stark contrast to our actions in 2017 before we left office, when we allocated $250 million to the sinking fund handed over to the incoming government to service debts, Ghana's debts. There have been claims that buffers were left for debt repayment, oncoming debt repayment this year. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let me give you the statement of account for the debt service reserve account, which is also popularly referred to as the sinking fund.
Yeguswa ewo dwedie ensem ne emu mampeni John Dramani Mahama esan edit dwabie ma woche mu se eye ni poetry program a watu ni din se nkokon ketenkete no eyade a wo be hya se wo man Ghana ha eno ebebua ye papa woche mu se household be se 55,000 ana sa nkokon ketenkete ebetimi aboa ewo man Ghana no nti sa program no eyade eda na kuma so a wo be hya se ewo man emu.
Ghana imports 95% of its poultry needs, which costs over $300 million annually. To reverse this trend, government plans to revamp the poultry sector by investing in hatcheries, feed mills, processing, and distribution, working towards eliminating poultry imports. And this is a good one. The Nkukon Kitinkiti project.
Enti we mampeni sema wade yeto jante no nkokon ketenkete no se ubo no de to hon ma na wakwa jibi na waye ye begina we se twa ho na ye de ni gedi ensam aba bewie kase na no pe. Na mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ada so te bedwemu na wode ne nsama tu jana tem se Osu Castle se no womo ebehwe ma womo beye ensiesi wono kama pa honom no ebeye ensrahwe bia kese edimu ne kan se tourist attraction no entimi no ka se no womo be develop Osu Castle bebi ana enkane na mampeni ana so man no womo tebre Nkrumah penso ene amampenfo abanyina weapon Rollins na honom na wonom te na wonom di womo dwumade no sese no womo be yensiesi wo honom na hono ba be ensrahwe bia kase a obi biara ne tu kwan se wo ba oman Ghana mu a ene so no me kọ Osu Castle na makwa hwe be bia na nkane Nkrumah te be bia na ne secretary te be bia na ne rese omo be yedi nyina me honom ay kama ma honom ay ensrahwe kama ye pa John Dramani Mahama His Excellency.
We'll reassess the work completed and take decisive action to bring this all-important project back on track. We will develop the Osu Castle, the former seat of government, and the area around it as a tourist attraction. It will have a pedestrian precinct with arts and craft markets, jewelry and gold markets. This approximate 22-acre land will become a destination for tourism. Mr. Speaker, our road network is the cornerstone of our nation's infrastructure, facilitating over 90% of the transportation of
So de Amamodia a Jamaican dancehall artist I friend is a Vibes Cartel a few no and Okoda finish Okoda prison 13 years no a few no and wumu no buy and there within the concert so ye pa share so ne koba ne say wo mo say ono ankasa ne ho kani efa ne chi emra Okoda prison no na se see the Vibes Cartel e be yi sansem na wo chem say de ne ye wo ne chi na no wo de ache no esa so kodemu eche yi papa nti ne yi etimi fa ne cha eni oni ho enfumso bia se obetimi atwe na so e de ache no nti Vibes Cartel echem se ne yi enfumso ni nya no sesi ade wo de ache no same with Vibes Cartel and wo de etuja.
I've been with her since before I got famous and rich. But I mean, like I said, you see, prison is dangerous. Because you know when you go to prison, shit gets weird. And like I said, she held it for years. And then she couldn't hold it anymore. But I still respect her, because I understand human beings. Right. I'm sure she loved me. Because she rode with me. Even when she was slacking, I could still jump on my phone in prison. Shorty, go to the bank. Shorty, make sure the lawyer gets that. Pay this bill. Give this person money. And she was there right through. But come on, I'm in prison for fucking 13 years. What do you expect her to do? Right. Like, save the pussy? Right. But I forgave her immediately. Right. Because I understand. But I just had to move on. Right, that's... Right. That makes sense? Yeah. Big up Shorty, I love her. She made me cry. Yo, I was in prison. The other prison was like, what boss? So how you found out? The other baby mom that told me, the snitch, she gave
Busia for enunti ebejina Vibes Cartel enseme so na de anopa kase nia esi na no pensem no de di mo akotini ebi enese eye economic national economic dialogue no mu chem se wo match bosume ne da etosome ensa ekosi ne da etoso enan no ana wo mu de be hyehye so e wo my Ghana
na mampeni John Dramani mama kire mu se akwan a eye aban etwemu kire se wo maye no wachansa no kura bi enim eye rokoda yansem
yedi so ebesum mampeni John Dramani Mahama enso be kasaye yedi mu nhwemu ebrew anopai
ansam do na aka wo na edi hwe na edi ti anopai yaje bre na da je bre talent microfinance adaroma ene edi kase no ebeso na anopai bo wode na twebe omone na abosen bi ene sikasem bi a adane dawre na wo ko hono wo metumi aboa wo ye pa
KFM Musical Center and says open instrument aboy wa sorry and now jumede bia se amenfa wani nchemu be bia se e hope anya instrument papa say ye combo microphone guitar speaker ni ne bi no KFM Musical Center no pay a obenya bi e wo ho
dada ba take up seven kan se bra beje phone sa papa ene ho accessories na ntumi mbo na bibia na ntumi enko nkan jume ko adaroma no pay ya jebre na da jede kase na de so na me ka o sanyame adoma eye obenim bosumi a ye bewie mu ochine ya fiti ochina first match enti wochina na wochina memene na wotwe eye 8th match and 9th match na ye nua bema ye ne ye adwuma wa ha eye Richard Strawberry ne papa eye Emmanuel Awule Tete dodo na ni se emra na omode frɛ no eye Pozo nyame adoma eye memende be na wotwe na ye nua bema Richard papa yi na bekoso ewo Latabi Okohye agogo anopa no twepepepe na eye no etumi ahye so nti obi biara onim eye owura Emmanuel Awule Tete a dodo na ebo no mrane se eye Pozo anase ene Richard also say name na Tete wo nti obi biara also nim eye Richard Tete a oye adwuma KFM ha Strawberry say na mariwa no ne guess no efrem say na Shama Beyonce say o friend Strawberry na ne ni agye nti no na mo nyina mo mfo do san say eye wo ho eye nkoja sabi empenifo say ka on ntu a na aka woton ani so boy ekotire mu nti nyina ye mfo do ene kro ye emeta ebusuan echi na ye nja eye owura Emmanuel Awule Tete Pozo echira kwan kwa na wontumi nkontine no eno na ebejira weso ne de kase no de sie na no pay edi amejesro eye Odiyifo ya Charles aigbe krache fialengo 1 no pay mene
Maame esi Nkrumah ya kramwina